Sering diga chip chang bege ane kodo nambare jaje mama namba chamala chamde tashile shuvata sering khoza lami namre chinol khoza chamgo chambo choge kungda gojo la pepe khoda ta thungar nyamdo sering aso derem de duskine ondugu shuai ane harege derem de donzi ane donzi pate ngime la chupe segiyo Netherland foru chopi ge tanda photo ta tene ngi chate ropa ane tanda atashilare.
Welcome everyone, Tashi Delek. Tashi Delek. My name is Tashi and his name is Chandan. We represent the Tibetan community in the Netherlands. We are your moderators for today, and we feel deeply honored to have this wonderful opportunity to stand before you. We are gathered here today for a very special and dear occasion to celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. We are here to honor a life devoted to compassion, wisdom, and tireless service of humanity. For us Tibetans, His Holiness is not only our spiritual leader, but also the unwavering symbol of our identity, our resilience, and our hope. Over 9 decades, His Holiness has illuminated the world with His message of universal responsibility, non-violence, and the transformative power of kindness. Even in exile, he has carried the cause of Tibet with dignity and brought our voice to the global stage, inspiring millions to walk the path of peace. As we celebrate this milestone, we offer our deepest gratitude, unshakable faith, and heartfelt prayers for his long life and continued guidance. May His Holiness's vision of a more compassionate and harmonious world flourish for generations to come. Thank you for being here to honor his life, his teachings, and his unwavering message of peace, love, and compassion.
Tene dadi ge jela jirente ngacho ge thanda molam samjor ta dane tene ngacho ge sami ge zola molam chong jene jir tempa chi pa dowa te wa tene Konsalami Namre, Jango Javamo Tamjicho, and the Kota Yundanea, Odumskine, Chulu Chamduta, and then Zamling Shita Yunga Chetola, Tanda de Natuke, Tanda Kishinamba, Uzuke, Tanda de Shimon, Zunjana Jeans.
May I now request Geshe Sipala, Samden and Dorje Tashi to lead us in the prayer session for the long life of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Let us all join our hearts and minds in this meaningful prayer.
Dalai Lama Ganja Puni Machiba Konsalami Namde Purab Nishita Jibe Tobachumbo Jambiang Jambiang Losa Hititi Janzo Kuntu Chushiba Sho Cholas Ane Hanzu Da Gishi Sumgi Gosum Kube Gane Ane Kui Tunga Da Kolo Guju Bebe Kui Tunga La Ane Samditashi Dele Shweda Ane 여러분 그때 이런 소식 투기신데 아니 매매도 주바당 아니 다소남 사람이 순데 제스 송토에게 아니 mellam 딱 앉아 될이야 아니 참자기 지도 먼저 아니 mellam 두스니 되니 라소 부담 사랑함 Gacchami Dharmam Saranam Gacchami Sangam Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dharmam Saranam Gacchami Sangam Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dharmam Saranam Gacchami Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Now I translate for English. I go for refuge to the Buddha. I go for refuge to the Dharma. I go for refuge to the Sangha. Sanje chedaya thoje chenaya lae cha Padoya dane jasoye che Dage jisoye jebe Sonamaye je dhola Penje sanje Dhovaye shoye Sanje chedaya thoje chenaya lae Chanjoye pado Dane jasoye che Dage jinsoye jebe Sonamaye je Dolaye penje sanje Dhovaraye shoye Sanje chedaya thoje chenaya la Chanjoye padoye dane jasoye Dage jisoye jebe sonanje Dolaye penje sanje dhovaye shoye. Now I translate the English. In the Buddha, Dharma and most excellent community, to take refuge until enlightenment is reached by the merit of giving and the like. May I attain Buddhisthood for the sake for all being. Now the four immeasurable thought. Simje damje devaye dan deve jeda dembala juje simje damje dunga 동아 이긴 주다 저와란 주 신제 담제 동아 메베 내와 담인 자완 주 신제 담제 니리 자단 단차 안여라 내와 교인제 Simje Damje Dewa Deyen Judan Den Barayen Ju Simje Damje Dongai Dan Dongai Judan Tawarayen Ju Simje Damje Dongai Meben Dewa Dan Tawayen Ju Simje Damje Niri Chadam Nyedayen Chaye Tanya La Neva Yo Jinaya for English. May all sentient beings have the happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free for suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings never be apart from the bliss which the devote of suffering. May all sentient beings live in the economic with another attached to their own nor hearted to the other. Tony Ninja Sundo Jubela Cheja Saja Kanjo Dinde Chana Epime Dinde Yazo Soan de Soy Shende Lundo Joy Tony Ninja Sundo Jube Cheja Saja Kanjo Dinde Chapeme Dinde Yazo So on the so may you the part of the combining emptiness and compassion grow clearer and clearer. Lord of the teaching and the beings in the land of the snow. To you the lotus holder Dalai Lama Tenzin Gyatso. I pray may all you wish the spontaneously fulfilled. Now long life pray for the Dalai Lama. Hare Raive Goive Shingan De Penda Dewa Mali Joy Jere Sewa Dende Yai Zoye Shine Be Sende Pado Denye Kare Rai Koi Shingamayndi Pendan Dewa Mali Joy Vene Jere Sewa Dende Jai Zoye Shine Be Sende Pando Denye Kare Rai Koi Shingamayndi Pendan Dewa Mali Joy Vene Jere Sewa Dende Jai Zoye Jai Me Sende Pado Now I'm English. In the land encircled by snow mountain, you are the sources of all the happiness and good. On all powerful, our Lokeshwari Cheri Sikh Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. Nimo dele ay dele nime gola dele ay ninje da do dele kunjo sumje da shi jo nimo dele dele nime gola dele ninje da do dele kunjo sumje da shi jo. May happiness and goodness arise during the day and during the night. May happiness and goodness also arise during the afternoon. May happiness and goodness always arise day and night. May they be the obsessions of the Dharma, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, three jewels. Thank you so much.
Geshe number zona nying taba ne kati che tu je shwa yi. Tene ti je lan zerem next day kima de. Nga to Netherlands foreign sope so noro tering cho ne tering kartik di tendo. Ane pepe ge kono number e je mama number lenje samala ane kasu ge zung chi nying tu che na yi.
Thank you to all the Geshe-las. Now it is my honor to invite the chairman of the Tibetan community in the Netherlands, Mr. Nobo Siringla, to the stage to deliver his welcome speech.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Especially good afternoon to the respected guests and spiritual leaders from around the world. On behalf of our Sikh Tibetan Khmer staff, I would like to say thank you very much for coming here. The very bad weather, but we try to accomplish our program today. Thank you. 90 years ago, a child was born in a remote village in Ando, Tibet. A child who would one day become the spiritual leader of millions, the voice of people in exile, a global symbol of hope in an age that's so desperately in need. It's with a deep joy, immense gratitude, and heartfelt reverences that I welcome you all to this historic and sacred occasion, the 90th birthday celebration of His Holiness 14th Dalai Lama of Tibet, a beacon of wisdom, compassion, and peace for all humanity. Today, we are not just gathered to celebrate a passing of years, but to honor a life so profoundly lived a life devoted to the service of others, the pursuit of truth, and the practice of boundless compassion. We are joined by the people of many nations, many faiths, many walks of life, and that is no coincidence, because His Holiness has spent His entire life remind us that beneath our differences, we are one human family. We are one human family, bounded by love, shaped by kindness, and united by our shared desire for peace. As we begin this celebration, let us take a moment to reflect on what a gift it is to be alive in the time of such a teacher. Let us open our heart to the lessons of His Holiness, not only through His words, but through His presence, His smile, and His extraordinary ability to touch lives across the borders, languages, beliefs. You honor this gathering with your presence. You remind us of what is possible when the compassion becomes the center of our lives. When the compassion becomes the center of our lives. Let the celebration be more than a ceremony. Let it be a renewal of our collective commitment to the values His Holiness has lived by: peace, humility, service, and love. On behalf of our organizing committee and everyone present here today, I extend a warm and respectful welcome to each one of you. As we celebrate His Holiness' 90th birthday, we also celebrate a legacy of non-violence, of interfaith harmony, of secular ethics, and of universal responsibility. A legacy that we will endure long beyond this moment, long beyond anyone's lifetime. Your Holiness, we thank you, not just for what you have done, but for who you are. May your days continue to be long and full of health. May your light never dim. And may we Your students strive always to carry the light forward with compassion, courage, and humility. Happy birthday to you, Your Holiness. May you live long, may Tibet be free. May all beings find in peace. Thank you very much.
Hello, Togo Chula, Tujina Shuai. And TG Matela, Nato Loni Chitway, Odela, Namatok, Tonanarona, Nato, and Hosacho, Konaka, Chusapachu, Chogi, Nindi Tondo, the Yamdola, and Sangur Pepig, Nato Tanda, Tandishi, Retain Yamdo, Zinsanarona, Tre, Namshiteta, Chavata, Dusdote, Nato Ludon Chamber to Tonda, the Kitchen, which is taken, and it was Chine, Sokum Chamber, Tre. May
I now kindly ask for your attention to the screen as we share with you a short and inspiring video message from His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama.
Usually I believe, and also I express, a peaceful world, compassionate world, may not achieve my lifetime. That means next about 10, 20 years. But if you see the people really showing such enthusiasm, and I notice you see different part of the world, also you see people really now showing somewhere, I think, deep sort of understanding or realization that ultimate source of peace is in ourselves. In order to create a peaceful world, happy world, ultimately depends on people's inner peace. So now more and more people, including many scientists and educationists, now really showing that. So I feel now really possible peaceful world is in my lifetime. And of course, as my dear friend, it will be with action, effort. And then, peaceful world not easily achieved. We really need hard work. And there is Tibetan saying, 9 times failure, 9 times re-effort. We need that, according to my own experience. Now, person who passing through all my life difficult journey. So one thing I learned, remain truthful, honest, and determined, with self-confidence. Then, all truth. It may take time, but time passes, it becomes stronger, stronger, stronger. Power of gun, immediate, very powerful, but time passes, becomes weaker, weaker, weaker. So, building compassionate world, really noble as a goal. It's not only interest for human being, but also limitless sentient being on this planet. If we, human beings, are not oriented about others, attitude, but people or persons or centered themselves. So irrespective, their attitude towards it. So that kind of unbiased compassion can extend to your enemy. It's the only way to not let the message of happiness. So therefore, as a human being, as a social element, every individual has a moral responsibility to take benefit. We are saved. So we all have a moral responsibility to concern about humanity and make every effort to create a happy humanity. First, happy individual, then happy family, then happy community. Through that way, we can make contribution.
Lazo, dene nambalan ke samay ke thona chimbi ke doski zense nama tela kate che shua yi. Ane di jela, ta nga to samay ke shisar ta khonsa choge chulu pinsu bar ke tunde ta. Pinsu tsekor ke kharjen rangshi la tak to nishi nante nga su yije ta sorchu mandawa yo chon. Terte miksar ke tutik der nga su chulu mandawa ni yobe samo chebi ke zongshi pa tende shuyo re. Tende sonsa an thangbo tela ane nga su ke kishin ngawa soba la ni nyingye ta derbege ane nangchu ke tatur ke tome shamse kor ke kondur kalam mayare ane de sesu narona shua in toche.
As we all are aware, His Holiness has always emphasized the importance of inter-religious harmony and mutual respect, reminding us that despite our different beliefs and traditions, we all share the same wish for happiness and the same responsibility to create a peaceful world. That is why, on this special occasion, we have invited esteemed speakers from different religious backgrounds to honor His Holiness's vision of unity in diversity and to show our collective commitment to peace, love and compassion across all faiths. With this, I would like to invite our first speaker, Geshe Zupala, a respected Tibetan Buddhist monk, to the stage to share his insights on compassion from the perspective of Buddhism.
그런 이지사집에게 떠받침보 공사 주지바 주시바 초알아야 아니 대교 고슴 화장문도 따네 아니 같이 가시지 아니 안다데 다송로시 랍기도 디인도가라 당해 개치주디 다데 소셔낭에 망고수여레 3월로 인지돌이 중그래 안당해 개치주디 벽에 돌자야디 가르슬라와이나 달래기 안조디 충가 다니송데 로치기링가라 보숑기 잠재기 로스라니다 두타요레 인도가라 안조 벽 참말로기 잠재기 로라이디 다 잠재기 로라이디 디 숑기 따요바 인자 땅 안조 개치주디 가래라나 잠재기 로디 간에스 순지 슈고레 잠바다 제와라이디 간에스레 라이디 디하 고이디 개치무 슈지레 디하 고이나 아니 수수기 셈나라 잠재기 로디 슈투기요레 디네가 담하고나 잠재기 로디 슈투기요 말에 디 인도가라 안저게 데 베리티 나라 잠제스 라비요레 인지기 치나라 love in compassion lies to us that the love laegi chamba laedi 안저게 남기기 chamba laedi nga gagi do nga gawo laedi love laedi sidi deshi deguyo mare chamba da ninje laegi chamba di khar labgiyo reslawaina so di anjo gagi do la do kala rangi samno nal khiche rang jumde de sunde di chabe ke shigiyore di mare chamba da ninje laegi chamba di so di khare lana she devar de velo shela yido owa tai lo odi chaba labgi ore di indo gala nganzo samlo nala she yago chuna she bewa chuna laegi di la khari labgi ola na nambe chu si nala chamba lai di labgi ore di indo gala inji ki si nala love love shay ore love le di gala yang ado si sam sam khodan di bandawa kogo do di indo gala di re di nenga chimbuchi nganzo nganazu ki phebang one di ani chamsegi los lani chamsegi nenga di hamakhona 이 캔자우 슈샤디 여디 인도가라 상말로기 참바 라이디고라 디 이니 툴 샤로나스 아니 니제 라이디고라 셰기 동아라야 삼세 셰디 셰기 동아 삼세 셰디 셰기 동아 삼세 셰디 데라 아니 동아디 세와 랑기 치 라이게 삼로데다 삼로나라야 아코 동아레 타나 삼세기 로치라 인제 라비오리 디 인도가라 나란도다 전조 슝기 logic government chungwa thine yedo chudru ke chinda timbe ke tari phogi padela chamje ke los ni sungju shwedri di indo gala nganzo samlo nala chamba dan chewa la ge thusam di du she gore di nyabar do ani nganzo ke phaba samlo logi chambe ke ngoda ninje ke ngodi ani thanda di yagochi chemanaro nas ani di da logic ke ngala khang tutu 나한테 대화 준비기 최고 나왔다 냠내서 제기 여러 무치기 안에 공시디 참바다 인지 냠내 나야들이 뒤도 갈라 여러 무치기 두제게 담자 시도 왔어 두제게 담자 시디 맨 또사디 참바다 인지들이 뒤도 갈라 나한테 내가 참말라 미 참말로야 참바다 인지 라야디 랑시기 요래 뒤도 갈라 참바다 인지게 랑시기 오기 아니 안돌이야 자오무지게 다 단다 두제 담제 시스웨디 소디 이제 인자 참바다 인제면은 두제게 담제 시디 왜 갈래 가고 수차디 거리 디 인도 갈라 내가디 디 임바지 아니 쳐반나체 아니 나모소기 아니 로티라야 참제기 아니 로스 숭지 쇼나스 아니 쉐 자오무지네 꾸제 틀로니 틀로바도 때버쇼스 밤에 타동디 쉐디 아 그절라 그절나 쉐아이 디제마데 나도 암스테르담게 커맨드게 고작 점 위스타 미스켄 라네 아네 루신 인두시나레 안제스나로 샤이 투체
Next, we are honored to welcome Miss Wehishta Miskin, Executive Board Member of the Municipality of Amsterdam Southeast. May we invite you to the stage to share a few words with the audience.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And how great is it that even though the weather, you're still standing here. It shows your appreciation for His Dalai Lama's 90th birthday. I'll walk closer to the mic. My name is Wehishta Miskin, and I thank you all for allowing me to speak here today. I'm a local administrator in Amsterdam Southeast, and I have invested in the relationship between Stadsdeel Zuidoost and these lovely religious leaders, because we share the same goals for our families and for life. 90 years of compassion and wisdom on the one hand, and freedom, safety, and support on the other. And many years of spreading spiritual wisdom. I am thanking the Dalai Lama for his contribution to a better world. For me, he is a source of inspiration, for compassion and love for all people who exist. I also try to apply that in my working life as an executive board member in Amsterdam Southeast. Bringing together all religious networks is one of my spearheads. There are many different religions in the city district of Southeast, with residents from over more than 170 countries, and therefore also many religions. Southeast is also a vulnerable district. A quarter of the population cannot make ends meet to live well, and many are struggling. And those religions do a lot of social work for a lot of the least fortunate in the city. Of course, the religions are doing this. It's in their DNA. I have been bundling those forces more and more in the past 3 years. I've joined forces with them as a government to fight against poverty. Great work is what we are doing, and we're doing it together to make this part of Amsterdam a little bit more beautiful. We do this with love and compassion for all our people. There are also many people who walk through Amsterdam almost invisibly. We call them undocumented people. Many who live in my district as well, and where we all make an effort to help them. Even if this is a risky business in the near future. In addition to heroic and determined, Amsterdam has its core values for a reason. With a lot of love and cooperation with many grassroots organizations, we opened the Help You Help Us house, the Wushu house. Because we don't see undocumented people for the papers they may or may not have. We see undocumented people as people. And this is why we help them with compassion and love. And in that spirit, I would like to thank the spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, for his inspiration on how we as people want to treat each other. And I would like to congratulate him again on his 90th birthday. Once again, my deepest thanks for your invitation here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Miskin, for your kind and thoughtful words and for joining us on this very special occasion.
디지라 조성신 안게테 자지 말에 보통 잡절 소비게 소소 아자 트리샴바 라기 안에 조성신 안겨레 공아주 탑도 돌아 shum바메베게 탐자샤진 도스티 모토네 안에 자지 시나와 펜 트레 카르틱 디텔라 텐데 쇼아체마 페미스미 가오총 안에 카르틱 돌아 프로나 쇼아이 두세.
Next, it is our great honor to welcome Ms. Ting Chambala, a fellow Tibetan who has dedicated her life to the cause of Tibet and serves as the president of the Tibet Support Group Netherlands. We are deeply grateful for your unwavering commitment to our struggle. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage to share a few words with us.
Hello, Deshkele. Good afternoon, Amsterdam. It's so wonderful that all these years standing here in the heart of Amsterdam, in last almost 40 years, I don't know how many times we have been standing here every year in, year out, different occasions. But today is one of the most auspicious days in the lives of 6 million Tibetans. But I know that millions of Buddhists, but non-Buddhists, who admire His Holiness' message, and for all of us, it's a wonderful and most auspicious day and most happiest day in our lives, and that at least for me, it is. So wonderful to see you here, all of you. Despite the weather, we knew how unpredictable the Amsterdam weather, and these days everywhere it is. But still, we appreciate it that you are here standing with us. Now, Tibetan issue is nothing without His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Today, I represent here an organization, Tibet Support Group, as the name says, which was founded 35 years ago. How we can help Tibetan people inside Tibet in their struggle for freedom, human rights, and dignity under leadership of His Holiness Dalai Lama. So therefore, what I'm going to say in next few minutes, I have to bring back the key message of His Holiness also. Without having to speak about the situation inside Tibet, His Holiness will not be happy. But I'm bringing today a wonderful news. Just few minutes ago, my colleague Wang La, Executive Director of International Campaign for Tibet, shared with me a message from EU, because it's so very important in order for us Tibetans to go back to Tibet, to a free Tibet, that we need political support. And therefore, the position that the European Union, the position that the Dutch government takes on the political position is a must, is a crucial. So we're extremely grateful to the European Union, the Dutch government, for taking this position. And it's a very short text, it's a tweet, and I would like to read it here. And this tweet comes from European Union Human Rights Ambassador. As the Dalai Lama, a Nobel Laureate Prize winner, turns 90, we reiterate that the right to freedom of religion or belief includes the freedom to choose religious leaders free from state interference. This includes the right of the Tibetan Buddhist community to identify a successor. So politically, this is a huge, it is a short tweet message, but for us, it's millions of things that could come together on this very special and very timely that EU has taken that courage to come out with this page that China cannot hijack in selection of the next reincarnation of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Now I have written here a speech. Do bear with me, because I believe today is a very special day. Not just simply His Holiness turns 90 years old, but what is it actually is all about the Tibetan issue as well. And we will have many speakers who will focus on the humanity, more on the religious freedom, religious interfaith. But I would like to, that I come from the organization that symbolizes the political struggle of Tibetan people, and I would like to share that with you. So please do bear with me. It is truly a proud honor and a very personal joy to speak here on behalf of Tibet Support Group Netherlands on this auspicious day as we join Tibetans and their supporters in celebrating the 90th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. A key theme here today is building bridges, creating harmony. As we see so beautifully reflecting here in the presence of so many faiths, we have all come here today convinced deep in our hearts that His Holiness's vision of harmony between religion is not only possible but essential for our shared future. Throughout his life, the Dalai Lama has built the bridges between cultures, between science and spirituality, between ancient traditions and modern ethics. He reminds us, especially in dark and divided times, of our shared humanity. His gentle voice carries a powerful message that lasting peace begins within through compassion, kindness, and courage of heart. When we founded the organization in 1989, it was this message that inspired us to stand along His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Tibetan people in the struggle for freedom, dignity, and human rights. For more than 35 years, our admiration has only deepened for His Holiness and for the Tibetan people, who continue to follow his example with such grace, strength, and nonviolence. His path of dialogue and compassion offers not only a vision for Tibet, but a guiding light for the world. In a time of growing conflict and polarization, his unifying voice is more than relevant than ever and inspires hope. We continue our work because we believe that the truth, dignity, peace, dignity inspires hope. That we continue our work because we believe that truth, dignity, and peace must never be silenced. And because the Tibetan people have never given up, and neither will we. I personally had the great privilege of serving His Holiness and Tibetan cause in my various official roles. And looking back on his visits to the Netherlands and elsewhere in Europe, what I remember most clearly is how he made people feel across age, culture, or belief. Whether you are a minister, a journalist, or a bellboy, or someone meeting for him just a few minutes, you walked away changed. His presence touched people's hearts, and it still does. His message then as now was simple and urgent, that peace in the world depends on finding peace in ourselves. Through kindness and compassion, even the bigger challenges, from rising inequality to global conflict, can be met with wisdom and hope. To Tibetans, His Holiness is not only a teacher, but a living symbol of their nation. He is the vital link between Tibet's ancient civilization and the hope for a future where Tibetans are once again the masters of their own destiny. Inside Tibet, maintaining a connection to His Holiness requires a remarkable courage. His image is banned, people have been jailed, tortured, and even killed simply because they possess a photo of His Holiness or speaking His name in reverence. And yet, from the high grasslands to the cities, from remote monasteries to nomad tents, Tibetans continue to pray for long life and share his teachings and quietly celebrate his birthdays just as they do here and today. It is this unwavering devotion and combined with His Holiness's unmatched moral authority that continues to frustrate the Chinese authorities, making them determined to control his future reincarnation. But let us be absolutely clear. A regime that has spent decades in destroying Tibetan culture has no right or legitimacy whatsoever in this very sacred tradition. Only His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Tibetan people have the right to decide the future of the institution of the Dalai Lama. We fully support His Holiness's recent affirmation that this tradition will continue, guided by the will of Tibetans themselves, both outside and inside Tibet. As much as His Holiness teaches us to live with more compassion, I believe he also challenges us to take responsibility. One of his hopes has always been to resolve the Tibet-China conflict through dialogue. For decades, he has consistently sought a peaceful solution based on mutual respect and genuine autonomy for Tibet within China. So on this milestone birthday, it is our privilege to renew our commitment. We pledge to continue supporting his efforts towards a peaceful solution for future of Tibet. Because only through the path can the Tibetan identity, culture survive under today's immense pressure and the pressure of occupation and assimilation. Let us not forget, nearly 1 million Tibetan children are forcefully separated from their families in colonial-style boarding schools in Tibet. And mind you, these are not institutions of learning, but tools of erasure. They aim to sever the sacred bond between generations and the Tibetan children and His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And this is nothing less than an existential threat to Tibet's future. That is why our focus must be unwavering to support Tibetans inside Tibet, to speak out against cultural destruction, and to defend religious freedom so that Tibet's spiritual national identity not only survive but also continue to flourish once again. And finally, to all the faith leaders present here and friends who came here today, and your presence is very deeply moving for us. And you remind us that compassion knows no boundaries. Because His Holiness has always emphasized interfaith harmony, shared responsibility, and the oneness of humanity. And finally, let us honor His life, not just in words, but also in action. Thank you so much. Happy 90th birthday, Your Holiness. You are in spirit with us today. May you bless your long life and good health and continue to be strong to light us and guide us through in this difficult moment. And also, your vision of future for Tibet is always shared and supported by millions of people across the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajasri Shambhala. Next, we have a special performance by the students of Tibetan Kangju Ritchie School. They will present a group song dedicated to His Holiness as an expression of their love, respect, and appreciation for His guidance and blessings. Let's welcome them to the stage with a big round of applause.
Dalai Lama,
School for that beautiful and heartful song in honor of His Holiness. Now it's our honor to welcome Priest Emmanuel Koni, representative of the Christian community, to the stage to share a few words with us. Please give him a warm round of applause.
Dear friends, brothers and sisters, it is a great honor for me to stand here today among you in the gathering and dedication to compassion, to connection, and above all, to share our humanity. We are here not only to celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, but to affirm a truth that transcends religion, background, and borders. That love in action is the highest form of faith. I was born in Accra in Ghana, and I moved to the Netherlands in the middle 80s. I did not come with much. No riches, no power, no plan written in stones. But I came with faith, faith even in a foreign land. A community could be built. That is where institutions fall short. People can arise, and that unity is not something we inherit. It is something we create. In the Burma, we gather in parking garages, singing and praying, not because we had no dreams, but because our dreams had not yet found a home. We do not wait for systems to save us. We build churches in flats, start dialogue in tension-filled rooms, and open our doors to those the world had forgotten. One such door, because, is the Charities House. And today another door is also open, this time in spirit, by you, the Tibetan community. In your commemoration of His Holiness the Dalai Lama life and teachings, you remind us that true leadership is not denomination, but service, not fear, but courage, not isolation, but inclusion. As a chairman of Pentecostal Council of Churches and Pentecost Revival Churches, and founder of the Police Community Dialogue Forum, I have learned that building bridges is not easy. It requires listening, vulnerability, and perseverance. But I've also learned that when we speak to one another, not as strangers, but as fellow travelers, something holy happens. We must dare not to see each other not through the lenses of politics or paperwork, but through the eyes of compassion, the undocumented person, the refugee, the religious order, they are not problems to be solved, but neighbors to embrace. The Dalai Lama teaches compassion. It is not religious business, it is human business. Let the truth guide us today. Let us build Netherlands, a world where people are not reduced to labels, but elevated through love, where temples, mosques, churches, God warriors are not places of separation, but of shared humanity, and where leaders are not honored for how higher they climb, but for how deep they kneel to serve. To the Damro Foundation and all who made this gathering possible, thank you. The Tibetan community, may your wisdom and your struggle continue to inspire the world. And to all faith leaders present, may we leave this place not as representative of different beliefs, but as companions in one shared calling, compassion in action. May the bridges we build today become the shelter of tomorrow. May God bless you all. More life, the Dalai Lama, Your Holiness.
Thank you, great speech. Tojiche, tene dijila jimaka vunji nangete kaji chuluk sopi gi uti sadi majeta.
We now welcome Imam Jats we now welcome Mr. Saeed Ahmad Jats, Imam and missionary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat Netherlands, to share a few words.
Thank you very much, dear esteemed members who have joined the event that has been organized today by the organization. I found out that this year has been dubbed as the year of compassion. And this is something which is extremely needed in the world right now. And no change is small. Those who are gathered here today in the rain, those who are listening here under the stage, all of us, each one of us, we can make a difference. The world needs compassion. The world needs love. And that can only happen when we come towards each other. So this is the year that is chosen as compassion. Let's pray, let's hope that compassion can prevail and that we can see each other as human beings instead of labeling each other, be it as a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist or any other faith or no faith at all. Let's see each other as human beings and children of God Almighty. I will share with you some sayings of the Prophet Muhammad because I'm representing the Muslim community. And once Prophet Muhammad was asked by a Muslim person that, "Oh Prophet, how will I know that I am a good person?" Prophet Muhammad replied, "Well, that is very easy. If your neighbor says that you're a good person, then it means that you're a good person. But if your neighbor is unhappy with you and he says that you're not a good person, then understand that you're not a good person and you need to change your actions." So in order to become a good person, it is essential that we become good neighbors and good human beings. Likewise, he has once said that you can only truly become a true Muslim when you wish for the others what you wish for yourself. If as a Muslim you wish to have peace, then you should also wish for the others to have peace. This is what the Islam teaches. I have also writings of the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. I had actually written it in Dutch, but I will try to summarize it in English. He says that the meaning of compassion and love is more broad than people usually think. Compassion is not only limited to the Muslims or to our family members. Compassion is broad and is extended to each and every human being. He says that if you see as a Muslim that your Hindu brother or brother from other faith is in danger or does not feel safe or faces difficulties and you do not help him, then you're not a true Muslim. Because a true Muslim should be helpful towards each and every person, not limiting their compassion to their selves or their own faith or their family members. So this is what we should try to live as well. I have also a quote from the current Khalifa, the worldwide head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and he says that we should put aside our political wishes and political differences because they will not let us unite. We should look at the common grounds, what can unite us. Because the differences, they are there. And the differences, they will remain there. That is the world. That is the beauty of the world. That we are not all alike. We all have differences. And that makes the life also more beautiful. So he says that instead of focusing on the differences and political aims, we should aim for unification of the mankind and compassion for each and every one single person in the world. In the end, I would like to once again thank the organization, thank the public who has gathered here today despite the difficult weather, and I would end my humble speech, humble wordings on the last sentence that let's try to unite despite the differences. Let's be one community. Let's treat each other as the children of one God who has brought us, and despite the differences, we should be one force for peace and compassion in this world. I thank you all very much.
Thank you, Imam Jad, for your wonderful message and for representing the Muslim community today. And now the moment we have all been looking forward to, the cake cutting ceremony to celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, followed by the lunch of compassion. Please join us in singing and sharing this joyful moment together. Let's sing first in Tibetan.
In the Tamolo, Sikh Ni Sum,
Kongi Tonga la tashi dele, Kongi Tonga la tashi dele, Kongi Tonga la tashi dele, Kongi Tonga la tashi dele. And now we will sing in English.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dalai Lama. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
In 3, lang zou ze leven, lang zou ze leven, lang zou ze leven.
leven in the gloria, in the gloria, in the glory.
Hippity beep! Hippity beep! Dank jullie wel!
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I would like to speak about one of the world's most inspiring spiritual leaders, His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, who recently celebrated his 90th birthday. The Dalai Lama is not just a spiritual leader. He is voice of the peace, a champion of dialogue between science and spirituality, and symbol of resilience. He is happy smile monk. Let us remember one of his most powerful teachings: be kind wherever possible. It is always possible. Lastly, I would like to offer a prayer of His Holiness. May he continue to enjoy good health and longevity, and remain a good Bodhi tree for the Tibetan people and all of humanity for many years to come. I would like chanting for him and my team, Thai people. นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยามปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยามปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิทุติยามปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยามปิพุทธังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยามปิธัมมังสรณังคัจฉามิตติยามปิสังฆังสรณังคัจฉามิติปิโสภะคะวะอะระหะสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชชาจารณะสัมปันโนสุขโตโลกวิทูอนุตตรปุริสธรรมสารถิสัทธาเทวมนุษย์สานังพุทโธภะคะวะติสวะภะโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมสันทิฏฐิโกอากาลิโกเอหิปัสสิโกโอปานายิโกปัจจตังเวทิตัพโพวินโยหิติสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยายาปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสามิจิปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยะทิทางจัตตาริปุริสายโยคะนิอัตถปุริสาปุคลาเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆจะหุนายโยปะหุนายโยทักขินายโยอาชาลิการณิโยอนุตตระปุญญาเกตังโลกัสสาปิ Happy birthday to Dalai Lama. Thank you very much.
White scarf kata to the Thai Buddhist community as they have to leave. Please give a big round of applause for his presence today. Lapashuches Dabruchida. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Next, we are delighted to present our traditional dance performed by the Laka group in honor of His Holiness. Please welcome them warmly. Rabbi Kroonewald. We now invite him. He is the representative of the Jewish community. Sir, please, can you come and share a few words?
First of all, it's a big honor for me to be present at the birthday of the Dalai Lama. Very great honor to speak here. And the topic is compassion. And the question is, what is compassion? So, the great Jewish philosopher Maimonides, he came up with 8 levels of compassion. And the highest is to help somebody to sustain himself with a smile. To give money? No. But to help somebody to arrange himself, that he himself can go on in life, where before that he could not, and to do that with a smile. And that smile we might forget. It's very nice to be kind to each other and to help each other, but without a smile it becomes awkward, it becomes difficult. So why should I help another person? Why should I have compassion? So the answer is, a human being should try for a little bit to be like the creator of the world. The creator of the world, who created me, who created the whole world, he gives and gives and gives to everybody. He gives life, he gives food, he gives health. And he doesn't ask anything back. He gives. And we should try as human beings to do the same. Compassion does not mean that if somebody is in need, I will make him feel needy. Compassion does not mean that if somebody needs my help, I will make him feel that I am helping him. Compassion means that I make that person feel we care. And if everybody cares for each other, because he also needs help sometimes, then this world will be a place full with compassion. I was asked to write a short message for the 90th birthday of the Dalai Lama. I want to repeat here what I wrote. I wrote that our leader, Moses, he became 120. And we like to wish each other till 120. But what do we mean? We mean that just as Moses' days were full and fruitful till the end, we wish your Dalai Lama that he should be, until who knows how old, fruitful and full with power to spread his message of compassion to the world. If everybody would listen to each other in that way, this world will be a better place, and let's all hope that that will happen very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rabbi Kroonewald, for your wonderful speech. Next, we invite Ms. Sandra Chadu, representative of Hindu community, to the stage to share her reflections with us.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all get the good and beautiful things of life. May no one suffer. That is our prayer, what I started with today. So my name is Sandra, and I represent the Hinduism community today here. I congratulate the Holy Dalai Lama with his 90th birthday. Today, as we honor the 90th birthday of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, I feel deeply grateful to stand here. He is a symbol of peace, of kindness, and courage, not just for the Buddhist community, but for the whole world. As a Hindu, I see in his life a reflection of values that are also deeply rooted in my own tradition and my own way of life, called the Sanatana Dharma. The Sanatana Dharma, or Hinduism, stands for non-violence, the truth, compassion, and respect for all life, for every living being. It stands for seva, it stands for dan, and much more. In Hinduism, we call compassion daya or karuna. It means to feel the pain of others as your own pain and to act with love, not just for people, but for every living being. It is not just for a few of us or to a certain society. It is a powerful force that brings people together beyond religion, beyond language, and beyond culture. In various scriptures of Hinduism, one can find mantras to get better understanding of compassion and the values of it. The Bhagavad Gita says, Atvesta sarvabhutanam maitraha karuna evacha. What means, one who has no hatred for any being, who is friendly and compassionate. Such a person is dear to God. Just like His Holiness, the Dalai Lama teaches that compassion is the radicalism of our time. Hindu teachers reminds us that compassion is not weakness, it is spiritual strength. In the Mahabharata, another scripture, there is a famous verse, Ahimsa paramo dharmaha, dharma himsa tathaivacha. It means non-violence is the highest dharma, but protecting truth and justice, even with strength, can also be dharma. This reminds us that true compassion is not weakness. It sometimes means standing up peacefully but firmly for what is right. Just like the Dalai Lama speaks out with love but also with courage, Hindu wisdom teaches us that kindness must be accompanied by strength and clarity. Another verse from the Manusmriti says, compassion for all creatures, forgiveness, truth, and freedom from greed. These are the true pillars of a spiritual life. In this world full of conflict and fear, we all need to return to what is essential, the human heart. Not only Buddhists or Hindus, but also Christians, Muslims, Jews, Sikhs, all faiths teaches kindness, and yet the world forgets that. That's why we need leaders like the Dalai Lama, who reminds us that peace in the world begins with peace in the heart. And we all have to take our responsibility and to do what we have to do. Compassion is not just a feeling, it is a daily practice in Hinduism. It is a way of life, and It speaks loud and clear in every thought, every action, and in every word. When we speak kindly, when we listen, really listen what someone has to say, when we help someone without expecting anything in return. These small acts of daya are not small at all. They heal the world. Hinduism teaches us to take care of others instead of yourself. When the other person is happy, you will be happy as well. When the other is in peace, you will be in peace. Compassion is all about to take care of each other in the world, in thoughts, in your words, and in your actions. I will end with the Hindu prayer again, a universal blessing for all living beings. Just the mantra I began with is the same mantra. You can recite with me if you like. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have 3 members, the representatives from the Sikh community, Mr. Gurbir Singh, Manoj Singh, and Ajay Singh. And I would like to welcome Mr. Gurbir Singh to the stage to share his thoughts.
Thank you so much. We heard today beautiful explanations about what compassion is. And today I will talk about, on behalf of the Sikh community, another perspective of compassion. Today with all of you, I will start with the greeting that we use within our old tradition. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. In today's divided world, the message of compassion is more important than ever. I'm grateful for the chance to reflect on how Sikhi shows this important value and share it with all of you. It's truly an honor to be part of this gathering which brings together different religions in the spirit of compassion. In Sikhi, compassion is not just about feeling sorry for those who are suffering. It's about taking action. It's a way of life that we practice every day, and it's based on spiritual understanding and a sense of responsibility to the society. Compassion is not just an idea, it is something we live by, something that calls us to serve others, fight for justice, and help reduce the suffering of others. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of Sikhi, taught that compassion is one of the 5 main virtues that define a Sikh's character. These virtues, truth, contentment, compassion, humility, and love, are the foundation of Sikh ethics, guiding on how we live and treat others. In the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, our holy scripture, our living Guru, there's a verse that beautifully explains the meaning of compassion. Daya kapaha santok soot jat gandhi sat vat. Make compassion the cotton, contentment the thread, modesty the knot, and truth the twist. This verse tells us that daya is not just a passing feeling. It is the very heart of righteous life. Just like a piece of cloth is made with care, compassion holds together all the other virtues: truth, humanity, and love. Without compassion, these values cannot be complete. One of the strongest examples of compassion within our own religion is the practice of langar, the community kitchen that exists in every gurdwara. A gurdwara is a Sikh place of worship. Here food is given freely to everyone, no matter who they are, where they come from. A commitment to serve others and ease their hunger, not just through thoughts or prayers, but through real action. The Guru teaches us that when we see someone in need, we don't just pray for them, we must act to help them. But it's not only, compassion is not only about feeding the hungry or helping the poor. It also means standing up for those who are treated unfairly and protecting the weak. Sikh history is full of examples of people who make sacrifices for others. The ninth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, gave their life to protect the religious freedom of others. This is the meaning of compassion for Sikhs. Compassion that goes beyond personal gain and helps all people, no matter their background or beliefs. When we realize that all people are created by the same divine source, it doesn't matter whether they are from different religions, races, or social classes. Compassion encourages us to see the divine in everyone and treat all people with love and respect. Compassion also teaches us to forgive and heal. It asks us to let go of anger and hatred, even when we feel that we are treated unfairly. It's about working toward peace and understanding. It's not about ignoring wrongs, but about rising above them, so we can bring people together, just like this occasion of the Dalai Lama, who's bringing all different kind of people together. So, in summary, compassion is not just a feeling, it's a call to action. It challenges us to live with compassion every day by serving others, standing up for justice, forgiving those who have wronged us, and healing the divides between people. As Sikhs, we are taught to see everyone as equal and to dedicate our lives to selfless service for the well-being of all. May we all live in the spirit of compassion through our actions. Help create a world where there's peace, justice, and humanity everywhere. Thank you very much, all of you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for shedding light on compassion. Next, we have our wonderful singer, Chisala. Please welcome. He will perform a song of gratitude dedicated to the long life of His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Tashi Dalek once again, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here as we celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. It's a very special day to all Tibetans and his well-wishers all around the world. The song that I'm going to sing is called His Holiness the 90th, which I composed together with a friend in honor of his compassion, wisdom, and piece of message he shares and continues to share with the world. The English translation of the lyrics will be displayed on the screen. So I hope you can join me on this one as well, especially on the chorus. Yeah, track please.
Kyam
대배 궁당 구주 배바 백유작송 Thank you all. Long live! Long live! Long live! Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Chosnala. Next, we welcome Miss Amrita Tiwari, Director of the International Damru Foundation, to the stage. Please give her a big round of applause.
Hello everybody. I will try to speak very loud because I know that the sound is maybe not reaching to everybody. Welcome. My name is Amrita Tiwari and I am the Director and Chair of Damru Foundation International. And thank you all so much for coming out today. Despite the bad weather, you are still standing here joining us in the 90th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. It's an immense honor and a profound privilege to stand before you today as the Chair and the Director of Damru Foundation International, here in the vibrant city of Amsterdam to celebrate a truly momentous occasion, this birthday. Today we gathered not just to mark another year in the life of a remarkable individual, but to reflect on enduring power of peace and compassion. Values that His Holiness has tirelessly championed and which, from the very bedrock of our shared spiritual heritage. At Damru, our vision is to build a strong and vibrant global community where cultural diversity is celebrated, unity is fostered, and all individuals are respected and valued. We strive to promote cultural exchange and make spiritual knowledge accessible. And it is in this spirit that we find profound wisdom and guidance in the ancient traditions of Hinduism, from which many universal truths emanate. The concept of peace, which we call Shanti, and compassion, which we call Karuna or Daya, are not only central to the teachings of His Holiness, but are fundamental pillars within Hinduism. The ancient Vedas and Upanishads, these are scriptures. They illuminate the path to outer and to inner peace. They teach us profound interconnectedness of all beings, encapsulated in the wisdom that Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Truth is one. The wise speak of it in many, many ways. This understanding naturally leads to empathy and not non-violence, ahimsa. We call that ahimsa. A foundational principle extends to all living beings. Ahimsa paramo dharma, non-violence, is the highest moral virtue. Sarva bhavantu sukhinah, sarva santu niramayaha. May all be happy. May all be free from illness. I thank you very much for standing here. I will keep my speech short. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Amrita. Thank you very much. We now welcome Ms. Katja Vos, the representative of the Rigpa Buddhist Center, to share a few words.
Convey their message to you on this auspicious, memorable day. Dear guests, first of all, on behalf of Rigpa Netherlands, our deepest and warmest congratulations on the 19th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. What a blessing it is that we may come together today at this symbolic place in the heart of Amsterdam. Tibetans, Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Sikhs, and many without religion, united by one shared value, compassion. His Holiness said once, "My religion is kindness." It may sound like a simple statement, but in reality it's a revolutionary way of life, especially in a time when wars rage, societies polarize, and people struggle to understand each other. His Holiness life is living proof that compassion is not a luxury but a necessity. When he had to flee Tibet in 1959, he lost his homeland but not his inner strength. He brought Tibetan Buddhism to the world, and with it a deep wisdom that's more essential than ever today. Namely, that true strength lies in gentleness, in opening the heart, especially to those who are different from you. Our teacher, Sogyal Rinpoche, had a deep connection with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. During his visit to the West, Sogyal Rinpoche acted as his translator and guide. And later, His Holiness paid a visit, an extensive visit to Lerkling, our temple in France. And to see His Holiness there was seeing compassion and wisdom in action. Within Rigpa, we try to follow that vision of His Holiness. Rigpa means the innermost nature of the mind, the source of our inner knowing, of love and clear insight. It's our practice to bring that clarity and compassion into everyday life, at work, in our families, and in society. We are also regularly inspired by the Tibetan community in the Netherlands. When we come together for religious celebrations or social events, we repeatedly witness effortless cooperation, mutual support, and kindness. Not grand words, but simple acts. This is what we call at Rigpa practical wisdom, living from compassion expressed in our actions. That's why today we pause to reflect on the value of compassion for a multicultural society. Compassion doesn't mean approving of everything. It means being willing to listen, even when it's uncomfortable. It means being willing to understand each other's suffering, even if it feels far removed from your own experience. Compassion means building bridges where walls threaten to rise. And what better place to celebrate this than Amsterdam? A city built on the meeting of diversity. Let this celebration not only be a tribute to His Holiness, but also a call to all of us. Be a bridge. In your street, at your work, in your own heart. Let compassion not remain an ideal, but become a verb. May His Holiness live a long life. May His voice of peace, compassion and wisdom continue to resonate in this world. And may we not only hear His message, but also embody it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Kachafos. Next, please welcome the children from the Tibetan Weekend School who will perform a group dance in honor of His Holiness. Director of the International Campaign for Tibet, to the stage to share his reflections.
So good afternoon, and thank you very much for the children, to the children for their dance. The lyrics of the dance says, how happy would we be if you could see the Dalai Lama in the Potala, and how happy would we be if we would see the Panchen Lama in his monastery, and how happy would we be if we could see the Sakya Rinpoche in his monastery in Sang Sakya. So this song couldn't be sung in Tibet, but here it's possible because in Tibet there is no religious freedom at the moment. Now today we are here to celebrate the 90th birthday and compassion, and from our friends of the Sikh community, from our Hindu friends, from our Christian friends, Jewish friends, we learned a lot today what compassion means to them. It's about giving, it's not about making needy people more needy. We learned the word karuna has a very deep meaning when it's sort of understanding the situation of another person. So I think it's a very wonderful day, and I would like to thank the Tibetan community for bringing us all together on this stage. Now, I met the Dalai Lama the first time when I was 10 years old, about the age of these kids who dance, and then later on many times. In 2022, I met him in Dharamsala. I organized a conference together with my organization, and we spoke with the Dalai Lama about the future of the world. So I would like to say some few words about his view on the future. At this conference, we discussed climate change, the situation of the planet, and then there was the question by Kim Stanley Robinson. And you should know this name because he's a very famous author. He wrote the book, The Mars Trilogy. He's a science fiction author. And he asked His Holiness, how would the world look like tomorrow? And His Holiness said, we are living on a blue planet, but it might be that this blue planet turns into a white desert. So we all were a bit shocked. And Kim said to His Holiness, "Oh, Your Holiness, you are going to be a good science fiction author. It's a scary sort of vision that you put in front of us." And he answered, he said, "No, we can do something about this life. We can do about the moment. I just talk about the possibility. If it's our strength, it's our determination that can change the world and the conditions we are living in." So compassion is also a message of strength. It's sort of understanding what the world needs and to extend this support to others. And 90 years ago, a journey started for a young boy from Amdo on the Tibetan plateau, in the very far east of the Tibetan plateau. And Eileen and Sudimla brought a poster from Nijmegen. They wrote it now in. Please, could you open it? Please open it again. And you would see there this boy, this small boy, with this very curious sort of look. It's the Dalai Lama then in Amdo. And if I know people describe him in many different ways, but I think when I think about His Holiness, it's about his curiosity also. It's not only about compassion, it's not only about religion. He has a curiosity in life that he shares with us. And I wish to all of us the same curiosity in a better world. I wish for all of us sort of the curiosity also to discover a different version of ourselves with his sort of guidance, with his ideas. And like 90 years ago, when a small group of people went from Lhasa to Amdo to look for this boy, at some point, again, a group of Tibetan very wise people will look for a child. And they will come back with a good message and say, there is a boy, there's a girl who will lead us to our better selves, version of our better selves, and to a better world, and to more freedom. So therefore, thank you very much, the Tibetan community, for organizing this. And thank you, Your Holiness, and happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you, Wangbula, for your inspiring words. Next, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Lalit Bhusal, Director of My Name is Climate, to the stage to share a few words with us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Or I say good evening now, almost. I'm missing my glasses now, just give me 2 seconds. Okay. Oh. That's a compassion, love. Right. So, distinguished guests, respected community leaders, and dear member of Tibetan community. What a truly special honor it is to be here today in the famous Dam Square in Amsterdam for a very important occasion, the 90th birthday of His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama. To the Tibetan community, foundation and organizers, thank you so much for inviting me and letting me say a few words on this big day. And to all the other speakers, thank you for your wise words and inspiration. So, there was one person was missing. Actually, I feel we've seen Tibetan people are here. We've seen people from Thailand as well. And we all connected with the Buddha and his vision And I am here on behalf of Lumbini, Nepal, birthplace of Buddha. Just as Buddha walked the earth in Lumbini over 2,500 years ago as a teacher of compassion, His Holiness the Dalai Lama walks among us today, showing us through his own life that enlightenment is not just an ancient ideal, but a living, breathing possibility in our modern world. Inspired by this ancient wisdom, I founded My Name is Climate Foundation. You can see the banner over here. And my name is Lalit Bhusal. His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a true ambassador of peace and kindness for our world, and has always reminded us about our important duty for this lovely planet, as my fellow friend said about the climate. He once said about something very wise: as people alive today, we must think about future generation. A clean environment is basic human right, just like any other. So it's part of our duty to others to make sure the world we leave behind is healthy, or even healthier than we found it. These words are deeply true and echo old wisdom passed down through time. Similarly, Buddha taught that everything, including us and nature, depend on each other. If you harm one part of this complex web, you harm the whole thing. We see the effect of this connection all around us. In my home country of Nepal, the beautiful Mount Everest is now under threat because of global warming. Its white snow and ice are turning black, showing the bare rock beneath. The whole Himalaya range, which includes Tibet and many other countries, is in real danger. The glacier is melting in alarming rate. This isn't just about ice. It's about the water supply for billions of people and the increasing risk of dangerous floods. Local communities are deeply affected, with many people having to leave their homes, and precious animal and plant species are disappearing. Here in Europe, we are feeling intense heat waves, making our summer hotter and more challenging. At My Name is Climate, our goal is simple but very important: to make climate feel more human. We believe that before we can truly fix our planet, we must first learn to see it, to feel it, and to treat it with respect, like a living thing. This is why we are on a mission to humanize the climate. Think about this. The climate around us isn't so far off, hard to understand idea. It's made of the very same basic things that make up all of us, you know. You are made of solid part, which is earth, liquid part, which is water, gas, air, energy, fire, and space. And the climate is made of similar things. The only real difference between us and the climate is we have a body, we have a face, and the voice to speak when we hurt or need to say something. People can see us, but the climate has no shape. Still, it's like your shadow, always with you, always standing by you, always sharing the air you breathe. And right now, this living, breathing climate around us
is in trouble. Climate is in pain because we haven't cared enough, because of the mistake we have made, and because of everything we all have done. Scientists warn us that if we don't take strong action by 2050, we could see global temperature rise by 1.5 to 5 degrees Celsius, leading to more extreme weather, rising sea levels, and widespread disruptions. My dear human friends, this is very serious. We need to start seeing climate, this nature, this planet as a living being, and being to help it to get better. Just like we would help a loved one in our family who is not well. On this truly special day, we celebrate the 90th birthday of His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. I ask you all, if you want to give a really meaningful gift to His Holiness today, let it be this. Let's all agree to see the climate as another human being, one who doesn't have a body or a visible shape like ours, but who feels pain and need our kindness and compassion. Now, if you feel comfortable, I invite you to gently close your eyes for a moment and listen to my word, my voice, and truly feel these words as if they are your own. I am made of earth, water, air, fire, and space. The climate is the living breath of our planet, created from these same elements. It is the pulse of our world, the balance that sustains us all. I have a voice and can show my pain. I need to understand that the climate speaks too, but through storm, fire, melting ice, and rising sea. Its pain is my pain. When we humans hurt the earth, we hurt all living things. For too long, humanity has taken without giving, destroyed without healing. Our greed has wounded our home, but now nature calls us to do something about it. The suffering of the earth is my suffering. Once I lived in a shadow. Now light fills my eyes and my heart. I will create change for my own being, for the generation to come, and for the precious planet. From this day forward, I vow to honor and protect our climate. Its health is my health. Its future is my legacy. And please open your eyes. If you like to repeat, let's repeat together. Together, we will heal, restore, and defend this earth for all living beings, now and for the generation to come. This is my promise. This is our shared duty. And this is my gift to Dalai Lama. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Lalit, for your insightful and thought-provoking message and for bringing attention to the urgent need for care and responsibility towards our planet. Next, we have another group dance performance by the students of Students for the Free Tibet. Please welcome them with a big round of applause.
Thank you.